I really want to try and have a conversation with Randy and Rami together, because sometimes Rami just says shit, you know.
Yeah.
And depending on what I kind of want to get more of a gauge on what their actual relationship with Yokai or Titanium is or was, and maybe see if I can find an angle in that way.
Oh.
Fuck. It's definitely interesting. I mean, I didn't, like I said, you know, we've been suspicious of Eddie already, given other factors that we've already talked about. So I am going to pursue this. I just don't know where it's going to lead. It kind of rides on how willing to talk Rami and Randy are, and I guess what their actual relationship is with Mary and others. But Mary and Titanium, I mean, I don't know how tight are those guys? Because things that Mary said about him, where he was never the king and she's always been like the best or the top racer or whatever. There's like a huge ego thing there that I don't know how those two egos would clash if one knew about, you know, if Titanium knew what she'd said there. I actually don't know how he'd react to that, or if he'd even react at all. So that's another angle as well. But
Mary, during this whole fiasco with the raids recently,
nobody's ever said that to me. I know there's people who have hinted that they know who it is, but they've never confirmed it. I know there is definitely one person that I can ask that will tell me the truth on who it is if I did want to confirm it that way, but I'm going to try some other routes first, and yeah, I'm going to use that as a last resort, I think.
That sounds good.
Unless that's something you guys think is stupid, I am very, very open to advice, or if you think that I should do something different, I'm open there.
I don't think Randy's going to give you anything, and I think by you speaking to him, you're going to show your hand and show that what he said has more value than he may think it does.
That's true. He may wake up today and completely forgot about it. He may forget about it, then he might get called about asking it again, and then he'll start getting like, oh shit, I really did fuck up, you know. Maybe he's probably gonna wake up and maybe forget about the whole thing. So
I didn't think about that, Brian. That's a great point. Jesus. Okay, I'll hold on trying to speak to them then. I'll try and figure another angle. Maybe if we get him in interrogation again, and there's a lot of time on the table, Suarez, it might be worth... Oh, no, it would still do the same thing that Brian's talking about.
You want to pretend that it wasn't valuable. Because the thing is, what could Randy honestly give you that is going to further the case? Like, you know, you're sort of betting, right? It's kind of like blackjack, which I don't know anything about, but I've seen it on TV.
Okay.
You know, do you want to, do you want to double down on a 6? You could. You might hit 21, or well, you probably won't hit 21, but maybe the dealer will bust. But you know,
I don't like maybes with this though. I like your thinking there. Absolutely. Fuck, I'm really glad you said that. Actually, that's not something I thought about.
Maybe as like if you get someone else other than Randy, maybe like one of the Chang Gang people, maybe even Rami, you can just like nonchalantly, I guess, just like, you know, just pop a question, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
I think you'd get more from the CI and lean on this new information.
Yeah.
I mean, because
I think that individual is going to be way more forthcoming and give you something a bit more actionable. Randy's going to end up giving you 15 things and what's going to be true, what's not going to be true, and then they may lose their mind and start blowing shit up, and now all of a sudden everything's obfuscated.
That's true. I don't really want you guys in Shift 2 to have more problems than you already do. Yes. Okay. All right. I like that angle very, very much. Okay. I really hope we see Eddie at some point, but I'm not going to hold my breath.